Hello everybody, this is Retta. This is probably the last reading I'm going to do this week. It should be fun. I really wanted to use my Kipler deck for this reading, but I couldn't find it anywhere. And the reason why I kept wanting to use the Kipler deck because it actually has a train. So I'm going to do it on, the reading's going to be on the Republican train accident that happened. And I want to see what's going on around it. I'm going to use this Lenormand deck. I can't remember which Lenormand deck this is. If I happen to remember, I'll put it in the description. And then my Mildred Pierce with the new cards that he added to it. I can't find, so this is basically going to be a reading with this deck on my intuition. I can't find the original paper. This is just for the new cards that he added that I just today put in here, so I don't know the new cards. Well, and I don't know where the other piece of paper like this is for the deck in general, so it's going to be completely on my intuition. You guys know how I roll. So what I'm going to do is sit here and draw out some cards in regards to this Republican train accident and see, you know, what may or may not have been at play. So what I'm going to do, let's see. I could have swore I bought this deck bigger, but I guess not. So I'll try to put them all so you can see. So what I'm going to do, and then I'm going to add, this is all around in that train. Let me see if you can see. And then I'm going to add, you know, these cards. This is the Republican train. This is just like going to be confirmation and to further give insights onto this deck here. So what do we have in the middle? The sun. So to bring light into something, to bring something in illumination, to shine the light on, to enlighten something. To enlighten what? This is the flower. With a blood drop. So to, you know, to enlighten this flower. Let's see. Let's see. What is behind it? Look at, there's the tulips again. The tulips. The tulips. So that's flowers again. Flowers and a man. So in front of it was a man. They did say a man passed away, didn't they? Did someone pass away? I think someone did pass away. I wish I had my, oh my God, I wish I had my phone. I do have my computer over there, but I don't know. Oh, here we go. Let me just see something real fast. This is just, because I want to see if it's the same thing. Hold on one second. Oh, I know. Oops. Okay. Sorry about that. I always thought about it had to do with sex, but this is saying, I always thought it had to do sexuality. So it's like, it's very sensual. So the lily represents sensuality, sex, intensity, maturity. I always thought so. Yeah, harmony, social welfare. It also means a man sometimes older. So there's a man here. So you see, it's bringing light on to some sexuality. Maybe there's something, maybe some people on this train was bringing out something in regards to sexuality or Or we'll see some more. Let's see. What's up here? The snake. Deception. Deceive. Also, letter. Information. This could be the memo. So, the deception in regards to the memo of something written. And the flowers. Here's the flowers again. The flowers again in the Lenormand. So, the flowers is coming up again. So it's kind of I'm gonna let me see. Hold on. Oh, you guys know I'm usually okay. It means a gift. Invitation. Happiness, give, enjoyable, favorable. So it was a gift given. Let me see the snake. So let me just do this. So this sexual, the lilies is something sexual, poison. So that means it's not good for you. So something that was, you know, poison. The spider and the snake. The spider, like the Black Widow, you know, and the snake. Very betrayal, very sneaky. This letter is an iceberg. It's a lot. It's a lot. This letter, this memo is going to cause a lot of upheaval. It's going to cause things to stop. It's going to cause upheaval. Like it's an iceberg, so there's no movement. The flowers, it's a ribbon. Remember, it's a gift. So this is a gift. This is a gift. Happy times, the same as what this flowers means. Happy times, a formal occasion, innocence, symbol of hope. So a symbol of hope. Okay, this man, I don't understand what this is a mirror looking at oneself. You know, a man looking at oneself, a reflection of oneself to see what's really, you know, what's really there, what's really true. Okay, we have the coffin, the end. We have the book is secrets, which goes with the memo. And it can go one or two paths. So this, the coffin, secrets, to bring an end or a wall put up. This had to do with the memo, this Republican. The book of secrets, the cauldron, which is like, you know, I always say it's like ingredients, putting everything in a cauldron and see what comes up. And the paths. The paths is stumped. And their stump is saying, this is a new card. A lot of new cards came up in here. The stump means something ending prematurely. Oh my God. Resistance may indicate the need to extract yourself from certain situations. So basically, this is telling me that this whole train thing, sorry about the whole, I was trying to look up certain things and see how they went with each other. So it looks like the whole thing is in regards to this memo, the secrets, bringing things to the surface, bubbling up, a whole bunch of things. I think this memo, you know, it has a lot of things in it, and these people wanted to bring enlightenment to it. They thought it's going to be a turn of events. There's the flowers again. So they thought this was a happy occasion. Not a happy occasion, but it was a gift to be bringing out to turn things around and to bubble things up. And it looked like people were in place. People didn't want the information to come out. People didn't want to have to look in the mirror and to see it. So they tried to block its path. Which you see the paths, they tried to block the path. They tried for the coffin, for the end, they tried to, because this was going to be an end of a lot, they tried to put a wall to block it. They tried to block it. This information, I think there's also some information in regards to innocence and sex and stuff like that. You know, that wasn't good. It's not good. You see, poison's not good for you. And it was trying to block. Here it is. The deception, the evil. You know, these deception, the snakes and the Black Widow tried to stop, or trying to stop this memo by putting up an iceberg, you know, like something to ram against. Basically, this train was to stop this memo for going forward. They did everything because they knew, I don't know what this memo has in there, but this had to do with secrets. I think there's more going on too. There's more secrets and also this letter. So I think the letter has some, but there's also more, like there's something else that has more information to bring things to a bubble. And the people are trying to stop it. So the spider and the snake are trying to stop it. The snake is also a very powerful woman who would also be the Queen of Wands. She comes out a lot. So they're trying to stop this memo by putting up things in its path, which they did with the train, to end it. So I think that this Republican train wreck had something to do with this memo, also of more secrets coming out. This was their way to try to stop it. There's a lot. Look at here. An iceberg, a wall, and a stump. Because, you know, not to have to deal with it. Not to have to deal with it. Not to have to look in this mirror and see things. Also, to stop this gift from coming. You know, this information is like, if you look this way, this letter was like a gift. You know, to change things around, to provide hope. It's to stop it, to end it, to put a block in it. I think there's also something that has to do with older men and sex. Older men and sex. And they don't want that information. That's poisoning the pot. It's poisoning the pot. The older men and information is poisoning the pot. So I'm saying maybe they don't want this information of sex with innocence. To me, it's older men, sex with innocence, to come out. I don't know if this memo has it, but there's like two different things going on here. There's a memo, but then there's also, looks like a book of secrets. So there's also more. I think this was probably the first stage. And they're going to try to stop, they're trying to stop the memo because they really don't want the book to come out. Here's the memo, but they really don't want the book to come out because it has a lot more things in there to bubble. It has a lot more things in there to bubble. A snake, and there's a woman. You know, also the Black Widow reminds me of a woman. There's a woman at the cornerstone of all of this. A powerful woman. They tried to block their path of going. Is it going to work? Did it work? In government, there's the tower. Did it work? It's the government. And commitment, a ring, a coming together. I'm not sure if it worked, but it had to do with the government. And this is the foot. Stability. So this information is going to bring a commitment and stability into the government. All this stuff that's here, even though it's bubbling and all this information is to provide the government commitment to stability into the government. So that's the end of the reading. I hope it made some sense. All right, bye. I'm just trying to figure this out too, just like you guys.